Welcome back to Boujee Bravo Bitches, where we talk all that Bravo tea from basic to bougie. We're your hosts. I'm Jenna.
I'm Darcy.
And I'm Amanda. Let's get into it, bitch.
Hey, bitches.
Hey.
We are like 2 weeks out from BravoCon. Can you believe it? We will be in Vegas at this time 2 weeks from today.
Guys, I'm so jealous. Are we recording that Thursday or what? We got to talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to figure out the logistics.
We need to have a meeting.
We definitely
need to have
could.
a company meeting.
We'll be on Mountain
Hashtag
time.
it's all happening.
Is it Mountain time? Is it Pacific time? I don't even know.
It's a different time. I know that.
It's a different time.
It's
was
not
the best of times.
East Coast time.
Yeah. But 2 weeks away. I'm so excited. We'll get a little more into the BravoCon deets at the end. I love to wrap up with that. I wanted to start out just by offering a little gratitude, extending a little gratitude to all of our haters out there.
Let me say one thing. I love a fucking hater. If you think you're hurting my feelings, you are feeding my ego, okay? Nothing makes me happier than a troll. I love you guys. I love trolls. I love them.
We
are getting dangerously close into Bethany territory. Just throwing that out there.
We are nowhere near it. We're nowhere near it.
I mean,
we got a couple of like disgruntled comments from just some like bitter old shrews over the weekend who weren't happy that I referred to Taylor and Green as the devil.
And let's just say, if you listen to our podcast, you will know we hate Austen equally, if not more.
Equally. Everyone gets judged. Welcome to court. Everyone gets judged here.
Equal
but
opportunity
I wanted to extend my gratitude because of you, our engagement and ratings are up. Thank you so much.
So, like I say, all press is good press. There is no such thing as bad press. All engagement is good engagement. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thanks for stopping by. We will take all your comments, the good, the bad, the ugly.
The ugly.
In other news, Baby Gorgeous loves us again.
Thank
we're
God.
Back in the good graces.
I worked really hard at it this week. I made a Vita tequila meme. She was like, "Thank you. This is so good." Whew, dodged a bullet. I was so scared. I was so sad. My Lord and Savior, sweet Baby Gorgeous. Did you guys see? I think it was yesterday. Shannon made like a non-statement statement on her Instagram.
Someone actually said that they were just going to use that from now on when talking about anything. I'm like, I love that. I love that.
They should. Yeah, she basically said she can't say anything right now, and she's just focusing on her health and walking Archie. She definitely brought Archie into it because that was like in question too.
She had to, right?
Yes. Well, you really had to emphasize the walking because that woman should not be driving at this point in time.
That is true.
Burn.
She probably has a restricted license. Also, I just wanted to like say this because a lot of like I've been listening to a lot of pods and people putting content out. She is not at a substance abuse program. She's in just like a behavioral health program. So she's still not admitting that she has any sort of substance abuse problem. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Well, when you admit it, you have to like change
like,
everything, right? When you admit you have a problem, things have to change. Yeah,
I don't think she's ready to do that. But she should make some changes in her life. Also, did you guys see that Tinsley is apparently engaged?
I did. Congrats to you, Tins.
Going to be like a stepmom.
Yeah, I heard the wife was like the guy's a widow.
I saw that.
Yeah. And like they're little twin girls.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought it was a boy and girl, so my mistake. Sorry.
Yeah, good for her. Happy for her. There was some shady news that came out of Potomac this past week. So there were like some of the girls from Potomac went out, I guess, to celebrate Mia. I don't know if it was her birthday or if they were just like showing her love because she's like going through a separation. But hey, summer girl.
Sorry, guys. My kids are here today. You know, working mom.
Mom life. But anyways, it was Ashley, Charisse, Robin, Giselle, and the new girl Nneka, and they took Mia out. And then like an hour later, Wendy posts a picture of her, Karen, and Candace, and she writes on it, "Tight circles, no squares." I'm like,
here's my question. Who did you guys vote for on our poll?
I'd rather be a square. If hanging with Wendy makes me a circle, I'd rather be a square.
Same. That's what I can't stand Wendy. As much as I don't like Candace, I can't stand Wendy.
Yeah, no thank you. And Karen, like, you would do well to like figure that out. But she just wants to be like the top dog in whatever.
Well, she
group
doesn't
she's
like
in.
Giselle or Robin, so I think that's why she goes with the other group.
So apparently her and Robin are like close for part of this season.
Okay.
Like I got close again. Okay. I don't really know what that's about, but we'll find out. I'm pumped for that. I'm pumped for that to come back out.
That's
same. I cannot wait.
Come out. Is that like 2 weeks?
I think it's the 1st. Or no, that's November? The 5th. That's the 5th. That is what's coming out with Married to Med, I think. Let me just double check. I keep it in my notes. Jessel. This is what I keep in my notes, the real important shit. Yeah, it comes out on November 5th. We have Winter House next week on the 24th, Beverly Hills on the 25th, Miami on the 1st, and then Potomac and Married to Med on the 5th.
Speaking of Beverly Hills, did you guys see they dropped like the first 7 minutes? I didn't watch it.
I hate watching those.
I know, that's me too. I don't like it ever. I used to, and then Darcy was like, I don't want to get into it, and I'm like, you know what? I like that vibe. So then I did not watch it. I wanted to, but I'm like, I can't do it.
I want to just sit down and watch my programs. Like, I just want to sit and enjoy my programs, and I don't want to know what's happening before.
Yeah,
I agree. I
don't want all of that. There was Queens of Bravo put out a teaser of the RHONY reunion too, which I might watch some of that just because it's like coming up.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see. I pick your brains on some Bravo speculation I've seen?
Yeah. Sure.
So the speculation is the only thing filming right now is New Jersey. So at BravoCon, they're going to release a new franchise or introduce a new show. Thoughts?
I mean, that's what happens at BravoCon.
Yeah, they introduced the RHONY girls at BravoCon last year, so it wouldn't be surprising. And I heard that Real Housewives of New Jersey is wrapping filming in a couple of weeks. So I don't think we're going to get sprinkle cookies or anything.
They don't do a lot of Christmas filming for anything. They like kind of like Andy goes on vacation for like 3 weeks, or if like according to Daddy Diaries. But yeah, they don't do a lot over the holidays. But yeah, I mean, it wouldn't. I'm sure they're going to introduce some other type of show. I don't know if they'll have another like franchise of Housewives. There's like a lot right now, and I feel like they'd have to put one on pause to bring another one. Like there's just not enough room.
Put Atlanta on pause.
I think that's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Like Dallas like went on hiatus. Miami had gone on hiatus.
Dallas. I used to love Dallas.
It just got like into dangerously racist and homophobic territory. So if they could get some people that are not racist and homophobic in Texas, then they could bring the franchise back. I loved Dallas though. Loved it. Lovely and Lockett.
I know. As much as people hated Cam, I was a big Cam fan.
Oh yeah. I love Leanne.
My like holy grail show. Holy grail show to come back would be Southern Charm New Orleans.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I love that show. They are all still friends too. They all like hang out. I follow them on Instagram. So it could work. There was supposed to be Real Housewives of New Orleans, and it was gonna feature like 2 of them. I forget her name.
Tamika?
Look it up. Tamika, and then the girl, Raylan or something like that. The blonde girl that was married to the football player. I gotta look up her name now. But yeah, that was like a rumor for a while. So we'll see. They're definitely gonna introduce something. Like they have to. That's what BravoCon's for. The gimmicks, you know?
Yeah.
They put out this Rugged 5 teaser. I don't even know if you could call it that. It's just a beach and they wash their names up and down the beach. Like there's nothing there, but sure, we'll take it. We'll take it. Okay, you guys know that I've been saying forever that like OC should bring back Gretchen and Alexis Polino because those were the real days of OC. And today a rumor comes out that Vicky, Gretchen, and Alexis are rumored to return to OC.
I saw that and you were like, oh, my holy grail. I'm like, they listen to you. They listen to
your mouth to Andy's ear.
It's not that I like Alexis or Gretchen. I just think that was those were the prime days of OC, like the bunko parties, like that is OC to a T.
Do you remember when Tamara was like, "You went to Bass Lake"?
No.
Okay, so Gretchen went to Bass Lake. Okay, so Tamara was like, you went to Bass Lake. It was like one of the first like controversial things. So my dad goes to like Bass Lake all the time. And every time I'm like, you went to Bass Lake? And he's like, yeah, why? And he doesn't get it. But every time he says it, I'm like, you went to Bass Lake? I love it. I love it.
Let's see. New York news. Jessel and Brynn were having dinner with Ziwe and Emrata at Casa Cipriani. Good for you guys.
Jessel's having a week. She had that
is.
Rolling Stone cover too.
Oh, that Rolling Stone cover. She looked beautiful. She looked great. She was backstage with Jenna Lyons at Watch What Happens Live too. So was
I saw that.
Uba, I think. That was an interesting Watch What Happens Live. We'll get to it. Okay, so Us Weekly has released their reality stars of the year, and 4 Bravo Lebs have made their way to the list. Ariana was deemed the breakout, Kyle Richards was deemed the original, Captain Jason, the Guardian, and Jenna Lyons, the Gatecrasher.
I like all of them except for Kyle Richards because she's not the original, so she could F right off.
Yeah, and now people are coming out and saying that her and Mauricio, like their split is just like a sham. Basically, it's not real. It's just for television. So she
really,
season.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised either. What lengths won't she stoop to? You stole my goddamn house.
I think that they have some sort of arrangement in their marriage, and that's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
they have an agreement, an arrangement, so.
It wouldn't surprise me. She's very annoying. Like, I don't know how someone could stay married to her for that many years.
Yeah, because he's out fucking other bitches, probably.
Or, like, anxiety.
Well, he's always so stony baloney, too. He's just like,
yeah.
You
know, it could be, like, cheaper to keep her, too. They probably don't have a prenup, so.
That's a good point. They probably don't because...
You never heard that before?
No!
What? I say it all the time. It's cheaper to keep her. No, because when they got married, they probably didn't have anything. No. He was working for Rick.
Right. He wasn't a real estate mogul.
Exactly.
Before. Like, that's all new.
Yeah. So.
Probably right.
Cheaper to keep her.
Did you guys watch Dancing with the Stars? No. He actually did pretty good this past week. And him and Ariana are still on. Moved forward. Okay. It was Disney night. He was like, remember that movie Fantasia with like dancing mops and stuff? Yeah. Oh, that's like my least favorite one. It was scary. It was like a scary Disney movie. He was that. He was Mickey. And then Ariana did like Frozen or something like that.
Let it go.
It was good. Adrian Peterson was sent home this week.
Okay.
Also on Special Forces this week, it was like the Tom Sandoval week. Like every week,
it was
like someone gets called into the cube and like
he was like shitting, and they were like, he's like, I'm shitting and I'm crying and I'm puking.
Yeah. I'm back to like, okay, I don't like him. I was saying how the first few weeks were making me like not hate him, but no, he literally was like, why I had an affair, so what? Like, because I'm on I'm just a stupid reality star. Like,
and he never told them it was like with her friend. He didn't say. They were like,
or that they were together for like 9 years.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'm not even mad about the fact that they were together for 9 years. Like, people have affairs all the time when they've been together for years. It's the fact that Rachel was her friend and she was around them all the time. Like, that's like the worst part.
And everyone knew but didn't know. Like, it was like in plain sight of everyone.
Yeah. He wasn't like, oh, it was such a big deal because it was like my wife's like really good friend.
Yeah.
I mean, Monica admitted she was like, I fucked my brother-in-law. So, I mean, like, just admit it. Like,
she sure did.
No one hates Monica.
They do, but.
Oh, I don't think so.
They do. This week they do. Yeah. She's getting a lot of hate this week after that.
See, I was reading
after
Reddit.
Yelling at her mom, she's getting a lot of
I was reading Reddit and everyone was like, okay, we'll get into it. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Did you watch House of Villains last week?
I did.
Loved it.
I think Jax is going home. And I don't like Omarosa.
I know. She's so like produced.
Yes. She's playing it up so much for the camera.
New York and Craigie are on Watch What Happens Live tonight.
I can't wait.
That's like my dream cast of Watch What Happens Live.
I love New York. Amazing. I think her and Craig are going to be amazing. Like,
I'm so excited.
She's like, is your name Carmel? Also, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like Corinne. Corinne can go. Corinne can go.
She was like, if you watch that season of The Bachelor, like she was insane.
She seems insane.
And she has a nanny. She's like 30 with a nanny still. Like the family still hired that, like still had the nanny to take care of her.
Are you sure it's not
She's
just like a
rich.
life coach?
She's like from Miami.
It's like her life coach.
No, like it was her nanny growing up, and like she just like really liked her, so they kept her around like forever and ever.
Something.
It's interesting. I saw today that Ariana and Katie were filming at Something About Her.
I saw that too.
It looked open.
They needed to do that because Reddit was going in about Something About Her.
Okay.
That it was all a front for merch. Like it was never going to be anything.
Oh, yeah. Tom Sandoval said something about that on Special Forces too. Like he made sure to say like, yeah, she made $200,000 in merch in like a week and a half.
He was like, everyone, oh, you know what he said that like was like so irritating to me? He's like, I used to be like the cool guy. Everyone thought I was so cool. I'm like, bro, who else thought you were cool?
You were
Ariana,
never the number one guy in the group ever.
You were such a toolbox. No one
I
ever
was like, I never thought you were cool, and I know no one thought you were cool. And then he's like, now everyone hates me. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure we all thought you were like a fucking weirdo. So he called them pretty nails. They were like, you're pathetic with your pretty nails.
Yeah, so you're the reason white nail polish was canceled.
Exactly.
Thank you. Kim and Kroy news. Amanda, go.
The house is finally listed. They listed it for $6 million. They didn't put the square footage up, so you can't really like go to the comps. But I did a little Zillow research, and there's a house next door that is 17,000 square foot. And I know Kim's always like, my house is 17,000 square foot. It's not. It's probably between 6 and 8, which is like what most of the neighborhood. The $17,000 square foot house is listed for $7.5 million. There's other houses in her neighborhood that are listed anywhere between 2 and 4. So I think they overlisted their house. I'm gonna say that.
Well, they increased the price by $3 million.
Well, but because that was like a scam. Like whoever listed it first was like, it was like a troll. That was a troll. So yeah, but yeah. So
who knows what to believe with those?
Yeah, that's really it. They listed it.
Finally, really listed. Mm-hmm. Praise be. Just take care of those damn children. They're so
cut your losses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wonder when they're gonna announce like, oh, we're working it out again.
I don't think that they are. I mean,
they're sickos.
After all, yeah, they are sickos. Fucking
real.
Everyone wants to be Team Kroy, but Kroy let that shit happen for so long and he was such an enabler that he's part of the problem as well.
Right. Like he knew what he was signing up for.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right?
I mean, all his names are on the loans. Like when the Bahamas loan for $150K is his name. So he's like taking it out for her, not telling her no. He's like, okay, babe.
Right. Do you think she would have forged any of it?
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. People with an addiction do a lot of different things, right?
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see these divorce proceedings play out.
None of our kids want to go to college. The college funds are gone.
I didn't have a college fund, and I still went to college. I'm going to be paying for that shit for years. And I'm like, thank you. My degree is worthless. It was a good time, though. It was a great time, actually. 4 years of fucking fun.
You're so funny.
Worth it.
I don't remember college.
Same.
Today I had to get some blood work done, and I came back and it was like positive for like mono. I'm like, what? I have mono? And the doctor was like, no, that just means you had it at some point in time. I'm like, oh, college was a blur. It could have been then.
I never had mono. I will say, I never had mono.
I had mono, and it laid me out. Like
I don't remember having it.
Making out with randoms.
It's beer pong. It is beer pong.
See, I never played.
I never drank out of those with cups. Darcy, and it probably wasn't the beer pong. I'm just gonna say. We were roommates.
Beer pong.
And her room had a door, but it also had a window cut out. So I've heard everything that ever went on in there.
Wow.
Which was knitting. And
reading
cat videos and reading wholesome books like Nancy Drew
and the Bible
and the Book of Mormon.
I'll tell you what, I don't read wholesome books right now. I love the smut.
Good reading. What did I say? Reading is reading. Mm-hmm. So read what makes your heart happy.
Listening is reading too. Darcy said audio.
Everything.
Reading.
Everything's fair game.
That's true. Okay. Life lessons. Tweet us all your college stories at Boujee Bravo Bitches.
Yes, I love to hear them.
Boujee Bravo Bees.
Yeah.
Let's get into the shows of the week. Southern Charm. So we have last week's episode, which I apparently made some people upset because I called Taylor the devil. I stand by my statement. I'm just going to say that. Anyone who clings so hard to God and then can do these ungodly things is the fucking devil.
Let me say, people are mad because they're coming at you for going after Taylor, but not going after Austen. And here's the thing.
Yeah.
We all know men ain't shit. Like, we expect men to cheat. We expect men to be dogs. Okay? What I don't expect is for...
to do better. Uplift
exactly.
their friends.
Yes. I don't expect my friend to be banging my ex behind my back.
The other thing is I had posted a picture that was like Craig, Shep, Austen in the kitchen, and I said, telling my kids this is Danny, Joey, and Uncle Jesse from Full House. Like, and it was just funny, but it wasn't me like supporting Team Austen or comparing him to fucking Danny Tanner. So in the same breath, I put a picture of him carrying his beer saying stupid Austen always peddling his stupid beer everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean,
I don't know anyone an explanation. I don't like either of them equally.
Yeah, I just expect better from females. I mean, you got to be women supporting women.
I just think that if you are going to like be so righteous and like God loving, then I expect better from you. I'll just be honest.
Don't lie to your best
expect it from me because I ain't preaching it, honey.
And especially the fact that she said to Olivia, like, I swear to God, I swear on the Bible, nothing happened. So, like,
I needed to be closer to God in that vulnerable moment.
And then how about Austen? He just threw her right under the bus when Shep asked. He was
surprised?
Like, I mean, I'm not surprised.
Also, today I saw that like a fan posted a picture of like them, Lindsay, and someone else. Oh, Luke and Austen. And I'm like, oh God, here it comes. She gonna hook up with Austen again? Like, coming all the way back around.
She probably already has.
I'm sure she has.
Dickgate 2.0. You know what? Good for her. Could she find someone else to hook up with besides Austen?
That Muppet mouth.
I mean, BravoCon's coming.
Oh my God.
So top of the episode starts out where we left off last, which was Shep and Austen having conversation at Miss Pat's house, and define hook up was what Austen said, and Shep says kissing, and he said we kissed, and everyone was shocked.
I wasn't.
No,
you know what I was shocked about? The nudes to Whitney. That
was shocking.
And I feel like they just glossed right over that.
I know.
It has to come back at
on
some
Watch
point.
What Happens Live, she said they were not nudes, but they were, I forget the exact word she used, but
risque.
Yeah, risque. Is what
my mouth was open the entire episode. Like, I mean, it was a fantastic episode.
It was a really good episode. It was really good. Well, we do have to give Paige credit for that. She kind of made the episode.
She did. She's funny.
She pushed it along.
She really did. Just like her facial expressions alone. Yeah. And the fact that like everyone is in like Lily Pulitzer and she's in like full black.
Yes.
So
I love that.
I posted in a sea of Lily Pulitzers, you can always spot a Paige.
I was thinking Taylor really needs help on her wardrobe. Whatever she wore to the pheasant dinner.
Like she had yoga pants on the bottom and like a sweater.
It wouldn't, I don't know. The sweater would have been different with jeans. She needs some help in her. I like Olivia. Everyone hated Olivia's jacket. I kind of loved her jacket.
I feel like Olivia, like, okay, I know we all shop at Shein because we are not on television, but like she just looks like a Shein ad like all the time.
Really? Because I feel like she has money and her clothes are probably not from Shein.
She does have money.
Yeah.
But her clothes look like Shein to me.
Maybe that's why I like them.
Yeah. Who do you guys think's more to blame? Austen, Taylor, both?
I think Taylor, because I think that you don't fuck with your friend's exes if your friend, or if you are, you got to have a conversation with your friend before. That's fucked up.
I agree. And like you said, like, I just expect better from women.
Exactly. I mean, I know men.
You put it perfectly, honestly.
Yeah.
So. Agreed. So we go to the pheasant dinner,
which was an amazing scene.
It was we love a chaotic dinner.
Chaotic. I was like, Amanda's going to be in her fucking glory.
I know.
I was just sitting there with the biggest smile on my face, and I'm like, this is
so good.
So fantastic. I had no idea what was happening, but it was so good. Poor Olivia couldn't even walk in the house and take her jacket off. She couldn't even take a sip of a drink before Taylor jumped on her.
I posted a collage of like everyone's faces from that dinner. It's so good.
Shep was yelling at who the hell was he? I don't even know who he was yelling
at. Craig for yelling.
Typical.
Yeah.
We're not rednecks. And everyone's like, no, you are rednecks.
It's so funny. Who's even who were those people whose house it was? Like,
it was just
people.
like one of his friends in like a nice house.
For
So,
people.
I mean, it was so good. It was so good.
It was a really good episode. I do not think Taylor and Olivia will be friends. Do you?
No.
It didn't seem like that when Olivia was on Watch What Happens Live.
Do you think they're going to bring up the nudes? That's what I need to know. Are we going to get back into the nudes, or was it?
Yeah, there's no way that Miss Pat can just like sprinkle that in and it doesn't get talked. Madison's not going to let that go. So
I saw people on Reddit were like pissed that Whitney showed like his mom. They were like, "Oh, I can't believe." I'm like, if you send someone nudes, you have to be aware they're going to be shown to other people. Like,
but it still
that's why you don't fucking send
right.
nudes.
Like,
okay.
You should still have an expectation of privacy, but also like that's not something I do because I don't trust anybody.
Right. Especially Whitney.
But yeah, I don't. But you should still have that expectation of privacy.
Okay.
Yeah, people have a lot to say.
I'm gonna just say, don't be sending
men ain't
nudes.
shit.
I mean,
don't send nudes. Yeah,
don't do it.
If you're gonna send nudes, cut your face out of it.
Yeah, I mean the internet's around forever, people.
Yeah.
Once it's out there, it's out there for life. If you're a young listener, just know.
Just say no to nudes.
If you're an old listener too, nudes have no age limit. We have an all new episode of Southern Charm tonight and House of Villains, which is not a Bravo
I can't wait.
show.
And I missed the Kardashians today. I didn't even know it was Thursday. I'm sitting there. I'm like, I gotta watch the Kardashians today. I have to. I have a lot of TV to catch up on.
I saw something today. It was like Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble have been together for 10 years and we know nothing about him.
He's the fixer, I heard.
Yep.
So
I like
he's like the Ray Donovan of the Kardashians.
I love it. The Olivia Pope. I love it.
There you go.
Loves
All
it.
right.
Well,
shall we move on
into RHONY, the finale. I'm ready for it to be done.
Yeah.
Now that it's like, I know we still have a reunion, but like now that it's all said and done, thoughts on the reboot? Do you miss the original cast? Should they have done like some sort of like spin-off of the real cast and or the original cast and then kept the original cast? Are we good with the reboot? Like, what are your thoughts?
I would have loved the original cast because all of them are just such personalities. Like, baseline, love all of them. I didn't love this season, but I feel like every first season stumbles. Like, they're all kind of slow. So I'd need a second season to make my official judgment.
Fair. I agree. The season started out good. The first episode, I thought, wow, this is going to be good. They're fighting over cheese. They're fighting over restaurants. Like, and then it just kind of, everyone got into their trauma, the backstory. And it kind of went really downhill really quickly. And it just didn't pick back up for me. And I'll always be a New York fan, not the latest season of New York because that was awful. But like previous seasons was honestly one of the best things on television. So
I feel like where like original RHONY made its error was trying to marry new and like old together, like trying to have like Ebony and like Leah with a Ramona and a Sonia and like these people that are like clearly like older money type people. Like it was never gonna jive. And I think if they never did that and maybe they like unpause Dorinda under the guise that she's only allowed to have so many drinks an episode. Like, it would have been better.
Clip.
Yeah. Clip. I would have liked to have both. I would have liked to see, like, RHONY Legacy plus RHONY. Like, and I do think that they can do that. And I think that if Rugged 5 gets enough of a response, we'll be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so. I want to
I just think a lot of the drama was very manufactured and not authentic.
Yeah. So the episode is kind of centered around Brynn's birthday party, which I just I didn't even understand. Like, did she threw herself a birthday party at a restaurant?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people do that.
Yeah, I don't do that.
In Housewives universe.
That is true. I guess it's a reason for a party. Mm-hmm. It didn't feel like a strong enough party to be a finale. I'll just be honest. And I really like Brynn. It just didn't feel like a strong enough
No, there wasn't enough people. There was like 2 rooms. It was very small.
Yeah, she needed 60 of her closest girlfriends
maybe
to be there, and it would have been a party.
A little luncheon. It was Yeah, it wasn't a big enough space. It was awkward, so.
Yeah. But happy birthday to Brynn. Jessel, like, did not hold back this entire episode, like, saying that Aaron was like Eminem's stan, and she could just stay in her, like, Tribeca corner.
Why did she hate Tribeca so much? I still don't understand.
It's so funny to me. It's so funny.
That was a good diss, I will say. I'm going to start saying that.
I feel strongly that, like, people only started to like her once they didn't like Sai anymore. Like, I feel like I just want to remind everyone that, like, y'all hated her for the first, like, 7 episodes. I just need to point that out.
Well, you know what? Things change.
Things do change. They don't change for me. I still like Sai, but you're welcome to change. I posted something about David being the number 1 guy in the group, and people were like, no, it's Pavet. I'm like, no, it's not. One, my husband's never going to Vietnam for miles. I'm just going to point it out. It's never going to happen. Never going to fucking happen. I don't care if that's what he was really doing or not doing. It's never going to happen. So that's 1. And 2, he was doing that, like, house husband, like, drama bullshit, calling Sai a bitch and bipolar. Like, I don't like that. David, on the other hand, said something unintentionally offensive, found out that he did that, and then went to Uba and apologized. I thought that was really nice.
I agree.
So, number 1 guy in the group for me. Number 1 guy in the group.
Sai is getting so much hate. Why is she getting so much hate? What
Someone
did she
said that David was, like, thirsty or something. I'm like, the guy, like, doesn't even have social media. Like, I don't think he really wants to be a part of this.
Not at all. You know nothing about him. When you Google him, you know nothing about him.
Right.
I didn't even know he owned a bar until, like, they said that Sai slept with him and he owned the bar.
I wonder if we're gonna get some more info at the reunion just about that. I hope it comes out.
I don't know if it came out before or after they filmed.
That's a good question. It came. It was around the same time, but I don't know what came.
Yeah,
first.
I don't know what came first.
Good question. So Brynn was doing the Lord's work at her birthday.
Someone had to get it going.
Who on earth is like, it's my birthday and I think we should all air our grievance? It's so inauthentic. Like, who would do that? No one.
Someone was trying to get a second season.
Amen. She's not gonna have a problem getting a second season if there is a second season.
All of them should.
Yeah. Who said this week, Darcy? Did you say it that on Radio Andy that Andy said that he thinks Jenna will be back for a season 2?
I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah, he said that. I don't know where.
That's great news.
I thought it was you because you like her so much.
I sure do.
Glasses representation. Oh, on Watch What Happens Live, she wore a fucking skirt. So why the jeans to the reunion?
I think somebody said something to her.
She got called a sexy librarian, and I was like, bitch stole my look.
Darcy, when they said you look like a sexy librarian, I was like, where the fuck is Darcy right now? But I feel like somebody said something to her about wearing jeans at the reunion. I feel like I saw a clip.
On Watch What Happens, one of the questions, and she said the women of OC actually did it first. Their first season reunion.
With sky tops. Yeah. But it wasn't a reunion. Andy wasn't even there. They were just sitting in Vicky's backyard. It was like a never before seen, like, weird thing. I want to talk about things said on camera versus off camera, because that seemed to be like the whole, like, issue here, which was like that Uba said something on camera and then Sai goes and tells Aaron, like, that Uba has a man on camera, but then off camera she gives more details to Brynn and to Aaron about it. And it's just like the on camera versus the off camera. Like, what are your thoughts?
It's all fair game. Like, Sai, if Sai didn't want the fallout of telling people, she shouldn't have told people on camera or off camera. So, like, if you're talking about somebody's business that they asked you to keep private and then you get burned for sharing it, don't touch hot things.
Yeah, I have to agree.
I'm also team, like, Uba, if you don't want your business out there, then don't share it with these women. Exactly. This is housewives. Like, this is kind of what you signed up for.
Like, I'm not mad at Brynn for bringing it up because, yeah, Sai said it first.
Yeah.
It definitely feels like Brynn got the heat and not Sai in that situation.
I think it was just because Sai was, like, louder, honestly.
Probably.
But yeah, I think that, like, the discussing on camera, off camera thing on camera, like that weird little, like, fourth wall break.
I love it.
It's just
very
like
meta.
It's like, for example, Salt Lake City. Like, the reason that Angie's mad at Monica is because Monica is bringing up this rumor on camera. Now it has a national platform. That is why she's upset. And no one is like getting that. They're like, Meredith is the one that said there was rumors. I'm like, but she didn't say what they were on camera. Like, that's kind of the point. Like, you're now giving a national platform to this like homophobic slander.
Aromas.
I mean,
my
also in the same sense, if you don't want your gossip out there and your rumors out there, maybe you shouldn't go on a national platform.
You do have to kind of expect that.
I mean,
that there are going to be like
people are going to dig up the dirt. Exactly. People will dig up dirt on you. It's going to be on the internet. It's going to be everywhere. If you want to be in a national program, then you have to be ready for the fallout.
There's always going to be casualties.
Exactly.
So we got the ending slides and we'll read them for y'all.
Yay.
For Oob. Sales of Uba's sauce are hot, but she's still cold on the idea of an investor. The only man she wants investing in her life is Mr. CT. He recently crossed state lines to meet the other ladies. They're still dating, I guess.
Okay.
Sai still has her mom's ashes in the closet, but plans to bury them in the grounds of her new summer home in upstate New York. She's excited to host the girls the weekend. Everyone's invited, except Brynn. I feel like that's so weird. Jessel and Pavitt compromised on a $35,000 school, but baby number 3 is still in negotiation. There have been many staycations and no need for popsicles. Ugh, that's gross.
They did not need to call back to that.
That is, I know. Like, I don't know why it ever came up in the first place. So gross. Erin left up-and-coming Tribeca to move closer to the kids' schools. She's busy planning her next big party to celebrate the launch of her new mezcal line. There will be fewer speeches and more food. Jenna has a new venture, a romantic one, and this time she's not keeping it a secret. They vacationed in Europe and definitely did not fly coach. She was questioned about her potential engagement, and she did not give an answer. She gave a non-answer answer. Just said
We're happy.
And it's the ring that she wanted.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good for you, Jenna.
One more. Brynn had a hot girl summer to prepare for a very cold fall. She's freezing her eggs in Switzerland to store her eggs where the rich store their money.
Do you think that's
true?
Who
writes these?
I know. It's embarrassing.
Do I think what's true? Do I think what's true?
She's storing her eggs in Switzerland?
She said it in the show that she was going to store her eggs there. Yeah.
For what? What's the difference?
She said that's why. That's where rich people store their money. So why wouldn't she want to store her eggs there?
Okay. Anyway.
So, reunion next week. I mean, Sunday. That's like in 3 days. Cool.
I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love a reunion. I don't really care what it's about or what season it was. I love a reunion. It's like, man,
I just want to get into it all.
Yeah, I love to get into it. And that's why OC was so disappointing, because I don't think they got into anything, really.
OC confused me.
It was so disappointing. And the season wasn't bad, but the reunion was such a disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
I also hate that so many things happen after the reunion tapes.
Yeah, well, that's life.
I'm actually surprised that Andy... Thank you.
Thanks, Amanda.
That Andy didn't try to do a sit down with Shannon to as an addendum, because remember when Robin Dixon went on her podcast behind her paywall and did all that and said all that stuff about Juan after the reunion, and then Andy did do 5
I mean, I don't think Shannon would do it. I don't think she would.
I don't think she can legally.
Yeah.
Probably. She's probably being strongly advised against.
I mean, it's a DWI. Well, it is. It's a little more aggressive than a DWI. She had a hit and run. So, but I mean, I'm sure she has a great lawyer. I'm sure she has a great lawyer. So she's just gonna get a doctor.
I hope she's getting that guy she called for Gina. It's probably how he saved Archie from being taken by animal control.
She can pay a couple 10, 20 grand, and it's gonna be swept right under the rug.
Yeah,
it's her first offense. She's not dumb.
What housewife doesn't have a Dewey? Let's be honest.
Yeah. What housewife doesn't have a mugshot?
Yeah, they all do.
Yeah.
I just want to make a wallpaper of all the mugshots.
Oh my God, I love that.
For my office.
Do a nice little collage.
Yeah, it would be good. Let's move over to Med, Below Deck Med. I love Below Deck Med. What do you guys think?
It was really good. I'm into it. I'm into it. The French guy's pissing me off.
Oh, he's so funny.
He's pissing everybody off.
With his take your little pills.
Your little pills.
I posted that thing and he like writes down, he goes, I'm never taking my little pills. And he like wrote it out like that.
Do you guys ever watch Emily in Paris on Netflix?
No, I never watched it.
I did.
Okay. The French are like known for like relaxing and smoking cigs, and they go on hours-long lunch breaks, and they don't work on the weekends. And this guy is just like, that's the vibe I'm getting from him.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe I should go to France. They know what's up.
Those two girls are going to kill him.
Yeah.
They are going to murder him. But it's funny to me. I could go for like even more Natalya and Tumi drama. I hope they fight all season. I hope it never ends. Honestly, I think it's so funny.
When they were both trying to tell Captain what was happening, she's like, guys, I don't care. Figure it out. And then Natalya's like, well, I think all we need to do is we both talk through Kyle. And I'm like, that is the worst idea I've ever had.
I was just like, what the fuck?
I've never heard somebody say that before. I think we just need to talk through somebody else.
Know. Kyle and Jessica, the fourth stew, were on. It's like funny to even say that there's a fourth stew. They were on Watch What Happens Live. She like couldn't. It was dumb to have her on there. She like could barely even answer a question. She was like, any question she got answered, she was like, well, like, yeah, and like, yeah. It just like is, yeah. Like no answer. Yeah, it was really bizarre.
She looked really uncomfortable.
Yeah, she did. And her dress was like too short and she couldn't like cross her legs.
On how to sit.
Yes. Yeah, she, like her underwear were definitely showing to the whole audience.
On how to sit. And I was like, ooh, no.
Poor thing.
Poor thing. Even though Natalya is talking shit about Tumi to everyone that will listen, I'm still on Team Natalya.
I hate that. It's like so annoying to me. Just like, I got your point the first time.
Are you on Team Tumi, Summer? Summer's on Team Tumi.
Summer is, I don't know if she's Team Tumi. I don't know if we're Team Tumi or Natalya. We get it. Let's get some new drama. Like, we get it.
I am Team Kyle for stirring shit up.
Same.
So that's where I stand.
Same.
You know what? I kind of hope they do go through Kyle because I love that.
Good. Good for us.
Good for TV.
I'm having like a difficult time like deciphering if Tumi's actually like a good chief stew or not. It like doesn't seem that way. I know these guests were like incredibly unreasonable, but it doesn't seem like she's doing a good job.
I don't know. The whole when what's her face was like, Natalya was like, I went downstairs and I did the cabins, and then Tumi went down there and she's like, the cabins aren't done, and Natalya's like, well, this is just like a midday refresh. I don't know like how Kate or how Hannah would have handled that. So I don't know like what they would have expected.
And it's like, well, that leads me to believe that like Tumi's not putting like what her expectations are out there, which would be the job of the chief stew. I know.
Which I think is because she's fighting with Nat so much, like hasn't been able to set expectations or like, so I'll give her to the next charter. And then
that is her own fault. She came in too hot. She could have come in nicer. That confrontation is like what sparked, even Kyle said that on Watch What Happens Live, like that confrontation is kind of what sparked all of this.
Yeah.
So all she had to do was come in and just say thank you. I really appreciate your help when I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Everything.
Actually, I hope we can continue to move forward. I'm glad she didn't do that
because I'm loving this.
There was a lot of like alluding to the fact that Jessica and Luca are going to hook up, which I think we already knew from the previews. But I think he hooks up with Natalya too. So we'll see.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's super hot. I think he has a girlfriend now. So
I hate the pearl necklace. He's a little Harry Styles wannabe motherfucker. No.
You know, I don't know one Harry Styles song. Like, I don't know anything about it.
I don't either. I know he wore like flare pants.
I don't know anything about it. It's like Taylor Swift. You could tell me a song I would not know.
I don't know any Taylor Swift either. I won't be going to see the movie either.
No. It's not for me.
Not a Swiftie.
Well, if you're a Swiftie,
I'm not a Swiftie.
This might not be the podcast for you.
I am an NSYNC, so if you guys want to talk about Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears, let me know.
Can we talk about the book?
Did you get the memoir? Did you
pre-order? I didn't. Did you guys?
I'm going to pre-order it.
Do it, and then I would borrow it from you after.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Weird, unless you guys want to have a book club.
Yes.
Also, I want to talk about NSYNC going back on tour and how we're all going to meet up for a show.
Oh yeah, I'm going. I will sell my first. I will sell whatever I need to sell to buy those tickets. Let me tell you.
You can't say your firstborn because he's sitting next to you.
No, he laughed. He was like, "You're boring." All right, let's get back on track.
I know. Sorry, guys. Couch talk. It was fine. Baby Sullivan came out dressed in a captain's uniform. It was cute.
That is cute.
And that's all I really have about that. It's just a recap show. There's nothing to say. They're funny. They're driving a little bit better. I don't want to see it every single Monday for the rest of my life. I don't need that. Let's get into Salt Lake City. What we really want to talk about. Okay, the mid-season trailer is already out. How are we at the mid-season trailer? I don't like.
I feel like it's not mid-season. It's kind of. I feel like it's more of like what happened in New York. They played it and then they played like an extra few episodes.
It was episode 7. So if it's true mid-season, that's like 14. Let's say they do 16 episodes and 2 to 3 reunions. I mean, that puts you at like 18, 19 episodes, and that is about a season.
Yeah.
So maybe it's true, but
I feel like we just started.
I know, and it's all good. It's all so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The bunny,
like one bad episode last episode,
and it wasn't even bad. It's just like it was fluffy.
Yeah.
Okay, so the episode starts out with the bunny giving out the invites to the Greek Easter, which was hysterical. I can't tell. I feel like there's no way that people didn't know that was happening, but Heather Gay's reason looked real.
That shit
looked like she was really scared.
Yeah.
I think I replayed it 3 times.
Let the bunny in the car.
I think they were like, we gotta put the camera.
That was a genuine scare.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Good. Mary's face, like with the bunny.
Baby Gorgeous was just like, I love that.
Didn't Mary not go to the party?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. She's like, my house flooded in Vegas.
My house flooded in Vegas a year ago, is what she said. I posted the bunny with Heather, and I said, when you try to run from your past.
I know, that was amazing. That was amazing.
I saw someone posted, I think it was on Reddit, and it was that picture, but it was like screams and gay. And I was like, that is just absolutely spectacular wordplay.
Funny. Okay, I have to say this. Whitney and Justin go to a restaurant, and Whitney says, Whitney and Justin, do you go to a restaurant and announce your first names to the hostess? Or do you just say the name on the reservation? It's so weird. On the
reservation.
She was like, hi, we're Whitney and Justin. And I'm like, oh, where are they? And I'm like, wait, they're at a restaurant? Why did they announce themselves like that?
She wanted everyone to know.
It was so funny. What is this allusion to Trouble in Paradise for them? Your wedding ring was in the drawer because we got in a fight. It was just weird.
It was weird. I don't know. He's back to work. She's like, I'm struggling and you're not helping. And I don't know. God forbid you have working parents in the house. I don't know how you do it.
I know. It was just very weird.
It was a weird conversation for a quiet restaurant.
And no more information than that. I get that we got that little backstory of he's going back to work, but when she's like, I'm frying bacon and the kids are fighting, I'm like, okay, I cannot picture you barefoot with your apron on. Give me
nobody fucking fries bacon on a school morning. You get a bowl of cereal and you keep it fucking moving.
Also,
my parents,
if you are, it's in an air fryer. You're not over your stove.
My parents were not frying bacon. We were getting toast.
You were getting breakfast? I wasn't getting anything. My mom's like, the Pop-Tarts are in the cupboard. Get it.
In my defense, my dad didn't really work. He was a fireman, so he only worked every couple of days. So he was home with us. So yes, we did get breakfast, but not eggs and fucking bacon.
Great cook, that Chef Tom. I feel like I learned how to not eat breakfast by the fact that we never had any. It was never served to us ever.
And I'll say my kids get a pack of muffins and a bowl of cereal, a bagel. They're not getting, I throw a waffle in the toaster.
I love that you guys have after dinner snack time at your house. That was my favorite time.
We do have after dinner snack time.
I was like, wow, I love this weird choice of snacks after dinner.
It's like dessert. Yeah,
I love it.
Amazing.
I love it. I want to be one of Amanda's kids in my next life.
Do you want to adopt me?
Come on down.
I'm potty trained.
Okay, back to Salt Lake. So Mary finds out that her son is married.
Weird.
Maybe.
It's so weird. They live in the house with her. What?
Does the girl live in the house?
Yeah, she said they both live there. And they live in another wing. So she doesn't see them much. But she saw them both get dressed up and leave one day. So that must have been the day. And he's been married for a year at this point. But on Watch What Happens Live, she said, I don't think he filed the marriage license.
Okay.
Who knows?
Weird.
Who knows? I do know that she wasn't doing Easter bunny hunts because she needed to go to her house in Vegas that flooded a year ago. That's what I do know.
Her son is just like her, though. It was like watching
Not
Mary
on
have a
planet Earth.
conversation with Mary.
She did
What's going
cry.
on?
She had a human moment. She cried.
Yeah.
You're all I have, she said. What about Robert Sr.? You don't have him?
No,
He's
she
in
don't really
Vegas
give a
again.
shit about him.
He spent Vegas in COVID, or COVID in Vegas. Oh, okay. Monica's mom and Angie's dad. I want to see that. That's like Golden Bachelor style. I'm into it.
I think
You
I
mean
said no.
LD?
LD.
LD.
Did she just make that up when she got
Yeah,
there?
probably.
That was her name. LD.
LD. Just Linda. Why can't we just go with Linda?
She's like, the Greeks and Portuguese are like the same. I'm like, I feel like they couldn't be farther from one another. Sure. Whatever you say. What I thought was funny was that Monica was like really acting a fool. From the previous episode, it sounds like her mom was not a great mom, but her mom came up smelling like roses. Like she looked like mother of the year, and Monica looked like an asshole.
Would you talk to your mother like that in public?
No, not in front of people.
Not even in private. I would never talk to my mother like that.
Oh, in private for sure. Not.
I mean, when I was a teenager, yes, but not as a fully grown adult. No.
Mm-mm. As an adult, I just go click and I don't talk to you until I feel like talking to you again. That's how I handle conflict as an adult. Oh, you don't live here? Click.
So are you team Monica or team her mom?
Well, I have to say her mom did a better job. She came off better. So I'm team her mom.
Did you see
She
all
played
of
it
her
well.
Did you see all of her tweets today, Monica's
Yes,
tweets
I want to
today?
talk about the Twitter
Okay.
Instagram beef because first of all, so Monica and Angie like get into it. Angie decides that at this holy holiday is the time to bring up that Monica has brought these rumors to light and that she didn't appreciate that. And Monica obviously was very defensive about that because she's a first-time housewife and she doesn't know how to respond to anything appropriately. And then it turns into this whole thing where Monica's mom gets involved. Whatever. Anyways, team Angie or team Monica?
I'm team. That's a tough one. I don't know. I know
because I don't like either of them really.
Yeah.
I have to go with team Angie.
Yeah, I'm going to say Angie on this one because I do like from her point of view, like that is not something that she's going to have to field and like run a PR campaign about if it's not brought up on camera. So I'll say that. Team Angie on that one.
I'll go with that.
So the tweets today said she fell down the stairs and that's why she had to leave her mom. And I mean, that was so weird.
She posted about so Monica posts something like, I left the house. Oh, Angie says that Monica threw a shoe and almost hit one of her like nieces or something in the head with it. And that's why like she needed to leave basically. And then Monica says, no, your house isn't up to code. And I fell down your basement stairs because you don't have a railing, and posts pictures of like these bruises on her legs and says like, that's why she had to leave. It's so funny.
It was so weird. Awkward.
Well, then Baby Gorgeous was going off on Twitter. Whitney was saying a lot on Twitter. Like,
what did they say? I didn't see what they
said. Monica.
Nobody likes Monica.
Nobody likes Monica.
Reddit is all team Monica. They're like, it's fine that she talked to her mom like that. That's why people go no contact. Her mom is like not a good mom, like all this stuff. So a lot of people are team Monica. They're like, everyone's just mad at her because she's saying what everybody else wants to say.
I guess, okay, like I want her to do that because it's like the Housewives and I want something to watch. In real life, do I want someone screaming at their mom at a party? Like, so uncomfortable. No.
No.
It was a little awkward, I will say.
Yeah. It did feel like I felt like her mom very much, though, was like trying to get camera time.
Agreed.
Yeah, I got that.
That's why I'm team her mom because she knows what she's doing. Like, she's a better housewife than Monica. Let's be honest.
Like, yeah, that was kind of awkward.
Her snowflake.
She understood the assignment for sure.
She did.
For sure. I just am like so excited to see more of the season. I want to see what happens next week. I know they go to Bermuda on their trip.
Yeah, I can't wait for Bermuda.
Whatever.
Heather's like, it's easy to get to the island. It's hard to leave. Like, I want to know who Heather was on the phone with. Like, let's get into it.
Monica's crying. Lisa's chasing her. It looks good. I'm ready for it. And I'm just glad that they're going international. Finally get those passport stamps.
I'm so glad we're not at San Diego. We're not.
They've had it rough. I mean, they
Yeah.
like had one season before COVID. Then they had to film through COVID, and then they had all these like parole restrictions.
Oh my God.
They've had it hard. They've had it hard. That's the shows of the week. Any other thoughts?
It was a good week.
It was
good
a
week
good
of Bravo.
Yeah,
I was bored last night.
Yeah, because there was nothing on.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
I savored Salt Lake City, and I posted it today instead for y'all.
I am pumped for Southern Charm. I will say I cannot wait for tonight.
I know. I love it. I
It's
almost
so
wish we
good.
recorded on Friday so we could like, talk about
we
it.
could talk about it right after.
So
Because our group chat blows up after Southern Charm.
I know.
It's like
Salt Lake and Southern Charm are easily my two favorites.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can't wait for Potomac to come back. Let me tell you.
And Winter
that.
House. Yeah.
Oh, and Winter House and Beverly Hills. I mean, it is a good. I'm glad we're inside.
You're keeping us warm all winter. And
Thank you.
I love it, Bravo. So BravoCon in 2 weeks.
I can't believe
it. Our BravoPalooza tickets came in. I have them all in my mobile app for everyone.
We're ready to go.
I need to know when you guys get the list of who's in your BravoPaloozas. When do they come out? You actually don't know until you go, do you?
Yeah, you don't know.
The only reason we found out
is because we knew someone, and he gave us. You know, we shouldn't be saying this, but we knew someone, and he gave us the list the day before.
And he let us
like,
choose.
Who do you want to see? Which one do you want to go to? He sent us.
That's why we knew. So I'm not going to know until after you go.
Yeah, and like we knew who was coming. I feel like you're gonna be like it's gonna be stimulus overload, just like seeing who's there. I'm gonna have to write it down. Who's in there? I'm gonna have to take notes during BravoCon. Jessel, I'm taking notes.
Are we gonna go live on Instagram?
Who do you want to see? Oh my God, who do you want to see the most in your BravoPalooza?
In my BravoPalooza, Teresa, easily.
Okay,
that's like a woman I've been trying to meet for many years.
I don't think we saw her when we were at BravoCon.
No, she was too hard to get to.
Yeah.
Because there was too much going on.
There's a lot going on. And when you guys go there, it's very overwhelming. You're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go.
We really wanted to see her, and we really wanted to see Paige and Craig, and we couldn't get
we
close
almost got to Paige and Craig, but then they left the booth. So
they had a booth, so it was easier to see them from a distance.
Yes. I don't think Teresa had a booth. And
no.
Yeah. And even Kathy Hilton, she was there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys will see Louis though. Louis.
Maybe. I don't think he goes far without Teresa.
No. Maybe. Do you guys think Gina's boyfriend will still be working her booth?
Yeah.
What is she?
She worked it the whole entire weekend.
She had that weird skincare line, but what are they going to sell now? Real estate?
Yeah. I mean, he worked her booth the entire weekend.
Is she going to have a booth?
She had a small booth. So they have different sizes booths, like depending on how much money you spend. Yeah. And Gina had a small booth. Like a lot of people had small booths. Loverboy had a big booth. Craig Sewing Down South had a big booth. Sutton had a big booth.
Yeah.
Bravo
Blue Star Manor had a big booth.
There's a lot of when you guys go to the tell him Summer. She's telling you.
Yeah, girl.
That's where you'll see everyone is at their booth.
I want to see people that are like inaccessible and don't engage a lot. Like Dorinda engages. I don't need to see her. Like I want to see the people that like really are like not people that engage a lot on social media and stuff like that. Those are I met Lisa Barlow, so like, do I want to see her? Obviously, but I don't. It's not my top tier.
So Darcy, who do you want to see?
Lisa Vanderpump.
Okay,
would be like my unicorn, but like I'd love to meet like Preston from Martha's Vineyard.
Oh, okay. He's probably going to be really easy. Accessible. They'll be very accessible. Like you'll definitely be able.
It's sad I've forgotten about already, probably.
Yeah, they'll be easy to. You'll definitely meet them.
Captain Jason, that'd be a good one.
Oh, he's so hot.
My husband told me I can't go near him.
That is so funny. I'll go near him for you.
Yeah,
my husband don't watch this shit. I have this feeling. So we're going to a kickoff dinner with some other like Bravo content creators at Vanderpump Cocktail Garden. I have a sinking suspicion. Is that how you say it? Sinking suspicion? Sneaking suspicion? Sinking?
Sneaking?
We're so bad.
Either.
No, I think it's
sinking. We're so Teresa when it comes to saying.
We really are like the Teresa of saying. Sinking. I have
I'm gonna look it up.
Funny. Look it up. Look it up.
I have a suspicion that because we have a private room, because that's the only way you could get like a reservation, you had to have a private party. I kind of feel like she might pop by.
I would be obsessed.
I have a good feeling.
Oh, Lisa?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. That would be...
Because it's late at night too, and she pops by late at night. She doesn't pop by earlier to restaurants.
And you guys have a private room at the... Oh my God.
It's a private party. I don't know if it's like a private...
How many people are going? Who's going?
It's up to like 21 people now. I need to see the list again. I know Bravo with Me is going. Beth the Bravo is going.
It's Not My
Bravo
Drama.
Babe is going. Yep. Bella Talks TV. I'll have to look at the list and get the rest of them for you, but it should be really fun.
I have not been listening to Watch What Happens. I'm on maternity leave. It's just not... I don't have time. Are they going to BravoCon? Because they didn't go last year, so I don't know if they're going.
I don't think so. I don't think that's their jam. I don't think they like to be around so many people. I know that like 2 judgy girls had said they like wanted to go, but I don't think they're going either. Honestly, at some point, maybe if you're like too big in the Bravo world, it's probably not fun for you. I don't know. Still fun. I'll still go when we're famous.
Yeah, I'll go when we're famous.
One day we are going to be wearing our Boujee Bravo Bitches merch. So if you see us, please come and say hi to us. Give us a hug.
Update. It is a sneaking suspicion.
We're so bad at this.
Oh, we really are. Don't come to us for the sayings, folks, because we don't ever get them right.
I am the Teresa.
But we do have a good time.
We always have a good time. Alrighty. If you liked what you heard here, you can follow us on all of our social media platforms. Follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. On Instagram, we are at Boujee Bravo Bitches. On TikTok at Boujee Bravo Bitches. On Threads at Boujee Bravo Bitches. On Twitter /X at Boujee Bravo Bees. We have a Facebook group, and we also have a YouTube channel.
That's it, bitch.